a TFWire.com video review.
Hey, this is Matrix Prime with TFWire.com with my video review of the Transformers movie leader class Optimus Prime figure. Now in its alternate mode, it's of course this long-nosed semi, which you see here. And the color scheme is primarily made up of the colors you would expect Prime to be, red and blue. If we look here at the front of the cab, it's mostly red. The rear of the truck is mostly red, and the cab itself is primarily this dark blue. Now if we look at the rear section here, you can see that we have some dark blue flame paint applications here appearing on both sides. If we look at the cab, you see that we have some red flame paint applications here on the side, and those also appear on the top as well as on the driver's side here. And if we look at the front, you can see that we also once again have the dark blue flame paint applications, and those appear here on the front fenders as well as on the hood here. And as long as we're looking at the front here, you can see that we also have some gold paint, and that was applied to in such a way that it sort of looks like it was sprayed on, and that looks quite nice with the red and dark blue. Now the only other color we have here, well, we do have some black back here, and aside from that, the only other color we have is this gray here, and that's just simply gray plastic. And as you can see, it appears here on the steps, the fuel tanks, the smokestacks here, as well as the rims. And on the rims here, we have actual rubber tires. I thought these were going to be simple plastic, but nope, we got actual rubber tires. Now, if I flip the truck back around here to the front, if we look here, you can see that we have the two headlights are made up of translucent blue plastic, and we also have the little Autobot symbol just above the grill here, and that's outlined in red as well. Now, the figure also comes with a gun for robot mode, of course. However, there is a place to store it here in truck mode. And if I flip the truck up here, if you look back here in the back, you can see there's this little peg here. Now, my finger's covering it up now, but just above my finger here, there's a little peg. And if we look on the underside of the gun here, you can see there's a hole for that peg. So you simply place the gun here on that peg, and you have weapon storage in truck mode. Now the only other feature in this mode here is the electronic lights and sounds, which is why you're paying the big bucks for the leader class figures here. And the button for the lights and sounds here is located just in front of the passenger side smokestack here. Now if you watch the windshield here as I push the button, you see that we have the two yellow LEDs, and we also get the truck horn as well. Now overall, I really like this mode. Some people are going to bitch and complain about the flames. I think they look great on the figure. The only other thing this figure could have had, in my opinion, was the trailer, but I don't even know if the character is going to have a trailer in the movie or not, so you really can't complain about that. Overall, I'm probably going to give this mode a 9 out of 10. And with that said, I'll now show you the transformation to robot mode here. And to start off, we simply separate the side panels here on the sides of the hood here. And we take the front of the truck and split it apart here. Now I'm going to take the entire front section here and fold it down. And as I'm doing so, the back section will fold down as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and separate the front section here. These will become the legs, of course. Now comes some automorph here. If I take the front bumper here, get the front bumper here, and slide that out, and actually rotate it around. As I'm doing so, you can see the toes flip up, and this panel here will actually become the heel. Do it to the other side as well. Now I'm going to take these panels here, which were the hood, fold them up as far as they'll go, and then flip this panel up to become the knee. Do that to the other side as well. Next, I'm going to flip this piece up here and get the legs down and out of the way. Let me go ahead and separate this rear section here too. There we go. Now, as long as I have it this far, I might as well, well, let me do this next. Alright, so next we need to take the side pieces here and flip these down and around to the back here, getting the wheels out of the way. Now I can take the arm here, swing that around to the front, fold it down here. If we look on the underside here, there's a little panel that'll open up, and inside you'll probably hit the button a couple of times during the transformation process. You might want to take the batteries out. So you flip the hand out here, close this panel back up, fold that panel on the underside of the arm here, lock the arm into place. Well, there we go. Fold this on the side of the shoulder here. I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other side as well. Get the arm over here, fold it down, open this panel up, flip the hand out, close the panel, fold that panel back on to the forearm there. Now I'm going to rotate this panel out of the way here, pull it up as far back as it'll go, rotate these panels inside here, get them out of the way. Alright, so now that I'm that far, I'm going to go ahead and rotate the waist all the way up now, lock it into place, get the feet down and into place. Go around to the back here, fold the wheels back up and out of the way, and get the feet back out here. Alright, so now that we're this far, the only other thing we have to do is make the head pop up, and to do that, that's part of the automorph. We simply push that down, the head will pop up, and we also get lights and sounds. And as you can see, the lights appeared here in the windshield again, and the eyes also lit up as well. So now we have the figure here in robot mode. The color scheme is essentially the same, however we have more red mixed in with blue, and that appears pretty much all over the figure. As you can see, we have some here on the forearm, we have some up here around the head, some here on the shoulder, as well as the lower legs here. As for articulation, the head can turn from side to side. It can't rotate a full 360 degrees though. The arms can move in and out of the shoulder. They can bend at the elbow. They can bend up here, just below the shoulder as well. The hands can open and close. The thumb can move up and down here. And the fingers are actually can move independently of one another, and so they're fully articulated. The legs can move in and out from the body. They can move forward and backward. They can bend here at the knee, and you can also move the feet up and down as well. That's pretty much it for the articulation. Now the figure also includes the gun, which I talked about during the truck mode part of the review. But if you look here, the figure can actually hold the weapon, because there's actually no handle here. That's where the hole on the bottom of the gun comes into play again. If I turn the figure here to the side, on the right side here, you'll see that we have this little plastic piece here, and it's a peg that will fit into this hole here. So we simply push the gun down onto this peg here until it locks into place. And the figure can store the gun here in robot mode there, of course. However, if we look on the underside of the arm here, turn the arm here so you can see it, we have this little slider here. And if I slide this, you can see that the gun will come over the top of the hand here. And we actually have another gun that slides out underneath the primary gun here. So there's plenty of firepower here in the robot mode. And the gun also features a spring-loaded missile, of course. I'm not going to fire it. It'll go flying off the table. But I really like the way the gun system works. It's nice to actually have the gun there, and if you don't like it, you can just swing it out of place. So overall, I think the robot mode is absolutely fantastic. Again, I'm not a big fan of the lights and sounds, but it really doesn't come into play unless you just do the automorph to get the head to pop up. So they're not a real big detractor from the robot mode. And if you don't like the lights and sounds, the batteries are stored here in the fuel tanks, so you can just simply pop them out and take the batteries out. But again, I really love this mode. I think it's fantastic. I was initially deciding upon the leader class figure or the Voyager figure. I'm happy I chose the leader class figure, and I highly recommend it to everyone out there. I'm going to give the robot mode a 10 out of 10. Yeah, that's how much I like it. So when you find this figure in stores, I highly recommend picking it up.